original leather.
Okay. Wow.
But they always had it covered. So,
Oh, they always had it covered.
yeah. Now, does anyone know what this is called?
Oh, I should. Yeah.
So, Mr. Kearney had extensive staff, meaning maids and chauffeurs and that kind of thing. Well, when you got up in the morning and your maid came in here, she made your bed up. Say you came in at noon after lunch and wanted to lay down, you were not allowed to lay down in your bed because it was rude considering that your maid took the time to make it for you. So you would use your day bed. And then once your maid came in after dinner and made your bed down, then you were allowed to get in. So yeah, etiquette that we no longer observe, right? I get tired, I'm laying in my bed whenever I want, right?
Right.
I actually,
You don't?
I'm a little weird because like I just don't want outside clothes on my bed, so I have to take a shower before I go to bed.
Oh,
I'm one of those.
that's good for you. That's a good
Not
thing.
a good thing.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
I would like
That
to
is really
relax
good.
afterward, but then my brain's like, nope.
So yeah, these are pictures taken of him in all different eras of his life. Up into that last one, the same photo of him in his office.
So husband and wife, that was pretty normal.
Normal then, yes.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love my own space. Thank you.
Yeah, just connected.
Definitely.
I asked one of the ladies on the tour, so what do you think this is used for? She says, my clothes. My clothes. I said, yeah, that's probably what mine would look like. I have clothes all over it, but I actually have I have a bedroom with my husband that I share, and he's got his work clothes in the closet, and then I have a spare bedroom that's a closet. I have rolling racks along all the walls with clothes on it.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, because I want to share with him. Right. Okay, so we will move on. We will go back downstairs and go to the parlor room. Unless anyone has any questions from up there. All right.
No kitchen in this house.
No kitchen in the house.
We'll go upstairs.
It was normal application for the hot house back then because of fire. Yep.
It wasn't.
Anyone play the piano? Play the piano? No. Play the piano? Oh, yeah. Want to play a 114-year-old Steinway? Whatever you like. You're pretty good. That's
nice.
pretty good. What do you mean?
Thank you.
That's real good.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
You know what it was, right?
I do know the song. It's nostalgic, but I don't know the name of it. No.
Marine Corps hymn.
Marine Corps.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Now I know. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you very much.
Humidor.
Humidor, okay.
Yep.
Is it open? We can.
Oh yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
Stogie anyway?
Yeah.
During Father's Day, we have you might be interested, we have a sip and smoke. So they do bourbons and cigars, and we have cigar companies come out and sell cigars on the veranda. Yeah, fun. It's a fun event. So the wallpaper in this room is daffodils, and as you can tell by the soot at the top, it is original. And the reason why it's kind of blackened is because they used coal to burn here in the mansion. And the coal they purchased was from a place called Colon Station A, which today is known as, anyone guess? Coalinga, yeah. Yeah, Coalinga. Yeah, small world, huh?
Yeah.
And the fireplace there, he was So wanted this room to be influential, so he purchased, he had the tile worker lay gold tile around the fireplace there. So that's all, to make the house look grander. The fireplace, lamps were purchased the same time as all of the other lamps were purchased in Austria in the 1900s. One of them is an iris and the other one is a stork. Now that little sign there, so this here would have been used for ladies when they came to visit. If you had on makeup in the early 1900s, your makeup would be waxed. So makeup was made of wax then. So they would have used this to shield your face from the fire.
So you wouldn't melt?
Yeah, you wouldn't melt your face off. Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever had your, when you have mascara, your
Yeah.
eyelashes melt? Like
Yeah.
you open the oven?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, imagine your whole face.
Yeah.
Dang.
What was that movie I seen? Those scary movies where the faces go.
So in that corner there is an original piece to the room here. He purchased it and it was just the statue alone. He commissioned the original artist to add some lighting to it. So he added the grapes and the California poppy. So that is something that he commissioned the original artist to make for him. And as you can see here, see, somebody tried to hang something on the wall.
Oh, is that what that is?
And there's a big crack and hole.
Yep. Yeah.
Plaster hole.
Okay.
Never held anything. So yeah. Mhm. This photo up here was a duchess that he was friends with in England. Can anyone guess whose third great removed aunt that might be? Someone you will know as soon as you think of the name or I say the name.
Stevie Nicks.
No, somebody in England. Used to live in England, no longer
Prince
alive.
Harry. Oh,
Close.
no longer alive.
No longer alive.
So no,
Not the queen.
be too old. Far back.
Princess Diana's third great removed aunt. Now, you ask me, how do you know that? Well, back then they used to keep ledger in their Bibles of who was who and related to who, and it would be passed down through the families, and this was one of the photos that was found there. So that is now in our register book as being Princess Diana's third great removed aunt. She was a duchess. Yeah. The piano is not original to the house. It's a 114-year-old Steinway, finely tuned, as you could hear with the Marine Corps band, Bugle Crow. And the furniture, the couch is original, but the two chairs are just pieces we brought in so that we could have our guests sit if they got tired after a long tour. Any other questions about the room here? Remember, he was collecting most of this stuff to take with him to that grand castle. So, no other questions? Okay, we will move on to the dining room. Now remember, no kitchen. But I like to say that they did have a San Francisco or New York kitchen. Very common, but it's something they would get nowadays.
Would they bring food prepared from?
They would prepare it over here in the kitchen. There's a swing door on the other side, and then they'd come through, bring it in there. The servants would plate it up and bring it out here for them to eat. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Got a sink in there.
Everything else in the room is original. The wallpaper in this room is original. The wallpaper actually has a poison in it. Did anyone think of what poison made things bright green back then? The wallpaper used to be, yes,
Oh, wow.
yes, arsenic. So it actually is still the original wallpaper, so no licking or touching the walls, please. Because we don't need any deaths out here. So yeah, and everything else in this room is original, including the large clawfoot table.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I love these.
The chairs.
That story about the Radium Girls, I believe, was that arsenic? Whether
The who?
that story, Radium Girls, it was like back in the days, the 1920s, and Was it arsenic? Where they
Oh,
would
I
dip
don't
that?
know about that.
Oh,
I'll have
okay.
to look that up.
Yeah,
I
it's
never heard
interesting.
of
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it was
Radium
arsenic.
girls.
Yeah.
All right, I'll look it up when I get home. The only place where you can see the dark green is just barely behind the cupboard here, just barely. It used to be dark green, as you can tell in the photo, the original
Oh,
photo.
very dark.
Mhm.
Yeah, very dark is amazing.
Isn't it?
That's
Oh,
all right.
wow.
You know, that back
Yes.
clear back there.
That's funny.
All the way down to
Yep.
little line.
I think it's a lion. I think it's a lion, but who knows really? Could be anything.
That's the trash can.
Yeah, those are actual birds. They're made out of like paper mache. You can touch it. Yeah. Let's see, what else? So the beer signs are original. They're from his travels in Germany. He brought those over. Although Mr. Kearney never drank, smoked, or gambled. He never drank, smoked, or gambled because both of his parents were alcoholics and died at an early age, and he wanted to make his life different. So he took a vow, it's called a temperance pledge, and never drank, smoked, or gambled. So, and that's why he had this.
Didn't lose everything.
So, can anyone tell me what they think the mansion cost to build in 1903?
$3,000.
Say that?
3,000.
No, more.
Okay.
Little more. More.
10,
More.
20.
$20,000. Today it's priceless. Irreplaceable. You won't find anything like this out here in Fresno County anywhere with the 11-foot ceilings and the grand manner of the home. It's just not seen anymore. I don't even think a builder would build something like this for you if you asked them to again.
It would cost too much because
Yeah.
there's so much to it.
Exactly. So can anyone get, I'll tell you, Kearney was worth 1.9 million when he passed. What do you think he'd be worth today?
Oh, it's gotta be 100 million.
30 to 40 million if he never made another dime, but I'm guessing he probably would. He was quite the businessman, so he would.
What, $2 million back a century ago was only 40 million then? It seemed like much, but okay.
Yeah.
20, I would have thought it'd been more than that.
I don't know, that's what I read in our Dilly Dally book, on that, for sure. I wouldn't know for sure if that's what it amounted to, I just read it. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe so, with the cost of living now, sheesh.
Yeah, you're like, when was the last time you
Yeah. So, anyway, so that is the Kearney tour, and the back house I'll give you